Hello, good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of the Media Podcast. Today, I am your host, James, and I am joined by Jamie and Alex.
Howdy doody.
On this episode, we're going to talk about some really interesting topics. Take it away, Alex.
Yeah, but do that, dear load. Do.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
Yeah, welcome to episode
284
of the Media Posdact. I'm Alex. This is James. This is Jim. And this is a show about nothing.
Well, it's got to be about something, surely.
Well, nothing is a something, or is it not? That's the core of all things. No,
Judging that we've recently had a massive discovery or a remake and / remaster of the Galaxy, and that we can finally see it in the graphics that we were supposed to see it in all along. The Galaxy is not nothing, but it is nothing.
You talking about those images from space? That
Yeah,
are, like, really cool?
You know it's been hit by like a big rock and it's broken.
What? Space?
The James Webb telescope has been hit and it's damaged.
What, like an accident?
Yeah.
Thing? Or someone intentionally threw a little stone?
Someone threw a little stone from Swindon and it hit it, and
you were driving the Laurel too fast around the magic roundabout and it
dinged
flicked a stone
it,
into the
but it's
telescope.
apparently unlike controllable, as in they can't adjust it.
It's seeing too far.
So it's possible that that's it. It's gone. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a mathematician.
I'm a telegraph-tician.
What, you read the Telegraph?
Of course, Alex does. Alex is a subscriber as well.
I'm accidentally subscribed to the Telegraph.
No, you didn't.
Yep. I'm giving them £30 a day to subscribe.
Man, I give them £30 an hour.
Oh. So you're a premium club member, I see.
I'm sure the Yankee Doodles know what we're talking about.
No, another question would be, do American right-wing publications charge a subscription fee to see their articles?
They would have invented it.
For like newspapers. Yeah, surely the model is like just ushered in by that.
But surely they want to radicalize as many people as possible, so they make it free. So
But you don't understand. The woke mob.
The woke moralists. They're taking over. It is our duty to stop them.
Speaking of dangers, shout out to the Media Patreon. They make the audio version possible and get their names read out in the first week of every damn month. Every one.
Yeah, we're really consistent as well.
We genuinely are.
Yeah, we are.
Why are you throwing us under the bus like that?
And before we move past the little shout-out segment, I was in Devices the other day, on one of the hottest days of the year, which I'm sure we're going to talk about some of that stuff later, but I got recognised by a jar fan, Chloe.
In Devices?
Yeah. It was a really nice brief, just like, hi, I've been watching Rages, and then just move on, you know?
Yeah.
Devices is surprising though, of all places.
I know. I never expect to be recognised so close to home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what freaked me
cool.
out about the Chippenham one a few months back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
It's crazy when it happens in our own town.
Yeah.
It's like, what? You occupy the same place as us?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't mind Devices.
Yeah, super
Go to
cool.
the dentist there.
Devices is a lovely town.
No, it's not. Have you ever driven through there on rush hour?
Yeah, you can say that about anywhere, to be honest.
Yeah. You could just say that about the UK.
Yeah, so shout out to, what was it, Chloe?
Chloe, yeah.
Yeah, epic. Well, seeing as you brought it up, bro, might as well have a little heat discussion. Heat on heat. Hottest day ever. Not even joking, hottest day ever.
And
in the UK.
Jamie said that it's only.
Did you see that weird thing where people were like, It was like a trending tweet. Not that means anything, but it was like a huge tweet that was going around on that day, on the hottest day where it was like 40 plus degrees here. That was like, by the way, guys, your ancestor colonizers were actually colonizing people in this heat, so shut up.
What?
So it's like, what? Twitter's kind of fucking crazy.
No,
man.
there's a meme. There's a meme with Twitter specifically. It's like, make a point that's super clear. Somehow ends up, people just take that out of every context possible to make it look like you said something else.
Like, wait, yeah. What do we have to do with that?
Well, we have no, like, as a country, we're not built to.
There's no infrastructure for extreme temperatures, really.
Yeah, hot or cold.
Yeah.
We've had some very cold winters, but the thing with coldness I always find is that, like, you sit by a fire, then you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You put layers and layers and layers on.
Cooling down can be.
Yeah, cooling down, that's a whole other thing. You're like
a whole other challenge.
You can strip off, but then what do you do next? I just looked up a conversion into Fahrenheit because we have a large American audience. And
what is it?
So it was 40 degrees Celsius.
Uh-huh.
It was like 40 point something, the hottest part of the country in Heathrow, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
Man.
Which I think in places in America that's pretty standard.
Yeah. But air conditioning's way more.
Air conditioning is more standard.
That's the main thing, is that in America, I think AC in your house is a norm, and that you have AC.
In the hot places.
Well, we build our houses here to try and keep heat in as much as possible.
Yeah.
But that's not the thing, is a lot of houses in Europe, Spain, Portugal, Germany, AC is not the norm, and they have hotter temps than us.
Mm-hmm.
AC is just not the norm in Europe at all.
Yeah.
Got to get on it.
But it was horrendous. And it leads into going back to James's 5-year plan.
I think if it's this bad now, it's going to be worse by a noticeable amount in 5 years. And I don't think you can prove that otherwise. It is going to get worse.
Can we ban the 5-year plan from JAR? I hate the 5-year plan talk.
Yeah, I hate the 5-year plan talk, but if this is going to be a regular thing, how do you feel about it?
Well, it's not like I'm not like enthusiastic about it, am I? It's pretty...
Yeah, but does it make you want to like move to Alaska?
Yeah, on the subject of 5-year plan, you want to move to Alaska?
Well, I think if you're serious about the 5-year plan, then that is the thing to do.
In the history of 5-year plans, they were all serious, bro.
5 years.
And when the first 5-year plan is over, we can have another one.
How do you feel about this like weird sins of the father thing? It's so popular on Twitter. Going back to that tweet.
Right, yeah.
It was just like, I don't know, something about it was just like, what? Yeah, the UK is like colonizers. Yeah.
Yeah,
what do you want me to do about that? I was just born into this shit.
Well, yeah, you can like be on the side of undoing the damage that caused, but I don't think like it was that term, wasn't it? White guilt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, are the sins of the father, should they carry onto you?
No. You think yes? What should we be doing then? Talking about hundreds of years ago.
No, but normal people don't think this. Normal people don't think this. If there's a viral tweet, that's an extreme person who thinks that. And just because it's viral, it represents nobody.
But I feel like people see a viral tweet with like tens of thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of likes. Like
this is the thing, how many people are active on Twitter every single hour of the day? We're talking millions. 10,000 people liking a silly extremist tweet means nothing. And I think that you need to be You need to have an equivalency to what that actually means, because these viral tweets and all this shit.
That's what I mean, though. I don't know how you actually like measure this kind of thing.
You don't measure it at all. Don't even think about it.
Because people, they're not conversing, having these conversations on the streets, because everyone's scared of each other and wants to hide in their houses.
Mm-hmm.
So it's happening on Twitter, I guess, and Reddit. I don't know.
Just don't look at those tweets and be like, oh, just block
You can't
them.
not see them. Like, trending tweets is like built into it now.
And yeah, but you don't read them. You just scroll past them. I think that's the best way to deal with that type of tweet.
But there is like a dialogue to be had.
Yeah, but I feel like when that's where you're starting, it's like, well, it's so inflammatory. You're just gonna piss everyone off.
Mm-hmm. And when the topic starts with like the weather,
well, it's like, yeah, where's the like link? You're like, really.
If it's like a spider diagram, like it's going so far away from like the actual problem you're talking about and the current thing. It's like, why are you linking these two things that really are irrelevant? Like, and when it comes to suffering, like, but if someone is suffering because of the heat, what their ancestors did is totally totally irrelevant.
Yeah. So what you're saying that like you should not complain and put up with the irregular, strange heat because your ancestors were colonizers.
Yeah, it's like you're not allowed to suffer because your ancestors made people suffer.
Right.
I think in any instance where you are comparing struggles, you're doing something wrong. Because nobody likes it when you're like, oh, I've had a really tough day. Like, I couldn't sleep last night and it's just like everything's going wrong. And the person you're talking to goes, yeah, well, I barely ever sleep any night. And my day was 10 times harder because this, and this. It's
well,
like,
they go like, well, you realise there's someone in Africa who's like dying right now.
Yeah.
It's like relative, isn't it?
Yeah, and
my parents.
But why
They do that shit.
Why would you diminish other struggles? Especially when it's like you just turn them talking about their struggles into talking about yourself.
Yeah.
So don't do that. If you ever do. And if you ever catch yourself doing it, just like stop yourself.
It's like this obsession with like these like super broad group identities all the time. Because then like when they're really broad, you're not really thinking about like individuals, and like an individual who's like sad or crying, it's just, oh, you can write off that whole group is just a fucker.
Yeah. And it's the same thing in politics. It's the same thing everywhere. Like if you're talking to someone, it goes back to my whole like meme groupthink bullshit.
What do you mean, meme group thing?
Well, because like I've that's like my catchphrase now, like my character catchphrase.
Meme.
You saying
groupthink?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
the
like,
tribalism.
And yeah, it is tribalism.
Yeah.
And why are we so caught up in our tribes to turn the weather into a political debate?
Because, man, everything's political, bro.
Everything's dunking. I remember when...
That's the Twitter thing as well, though. It's like designed to dunk.
Yeah. And
Quote
ratios
tweeting
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you always obsessing about winning?
It's just...
it's a hot day, isn't it? Fuck you. You're great whatever was a shit guy.
I just get confused in terms of like, well, humans are like vicious creatures, man. Like if we want to go down that path, like who is going to be the who's going to have clean hands?
No, but that's the thing. Nobody anywhere has clean hands. Humanity's built upon this horrible making everyone else's lives shit is like how humanity has got this far. Every country, everything has blood on their hands.
Yeah, most societies are built out of some kind of conflict, some kind of someone being squashed.
Well, you look at those chimps in the forest. There's like a tribe of chimps that are like growing and growing and growing. They're like taking other tribes' land. It's like, they're just us.
Microcosm, yeah.
That's just us way, way back. Why are we still doing that shit, man?
Because that's all we are. We're just little Husian monkey.
UCI monkey that watches fucking TikToks.
Man.
Give a monkey TikTok and see what happens.
Honestly, they'll be making the viral content that is so funny.
Yeah, true.
They make the best TikToks already. Orangutans and like gorillas and stuff. They make the best TikToks.
No, but if you let them evolve through that, influencers will be gone. Monkeys will just take their place, and they'd make content that actually has
substance,
integrity.
Well, yeah, surely like if technology advanced to a point where you had something like a Google Glass type thing, put it on an orangutan, right? And there's some kind of projection in front of them that they can interact with their hands or whatever.
Yeah.
Surely like someone could like build an app or something that they could like specifically use.
What's a network?
Yeah. Let's talk about if that would be a social network. No, not really. Let's do housekeeping. I want to clean up around here.
Okay.
Rough. This is where we clean up conversations from the previous episode. Mostly with comments from the vid.
From the really controversial and hot takes that Jar Media is famously known for.
Yeah. What, you guys pro-colonizer now? Professional entertainment's going to get us going. Out of the boys, who would be Boris, Bunce, and Bean? James would for sure be Bean. IMO.
Okay. James would be Boris.
I thought James would be Bean.
I think Alex will be Bunce and Bean will be Bean.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
What?
Hello, Bean.
Hello, Boris.
So you're Boris then. Hi, Boris.
Bye
James kind of looks like a Boris.
Do you think so?
You are ruining my life bit by bit.
Which is the most, I was going to say, Bunce name. Boris, Bunce, and Bean. But
I think the most Bunce name out of us is yours.
Were you talking real life or Boris, Bunce, and
I'm
Bean?
talking
Alex.
about real life.
Well, Alex.
No, there's...
Our last name is like somewhere in the fucking north. That's not Bunce.
No, I'm talking about your name, not your last name, your name.
But that is my name. You mean the first name?
Yes. Alex. Alex is Bunce.
Is it?
Jamie isn't.
Jamie's not. But then the same.
But like King... There's loads of King Jameses.
Yeah. But,
True.
How many King Alexes are there?
Alexanders. Shall I find out?
Alexander the Great? Alexander the Epic?
Alexander the Great was one of them. You're right on that one.
How many King Alexes?
Alex the Lion from Madagascar. He was the King of New York.
Yeah, King of NY.
The Madagascar whiskey came up, so I'm going to say there's only one King Alex. I give up.
But to be honest, that's also a dunk on me because my middle name's Alex. So
You're the combo.
Get dunked.
I'm also probably the only person who wants to double barrel my last name, which is Bunce as fuck.
Double barreling's pretty Bunce.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I just don't want my last name anymore.
Do you think Americans know what we mean when we say Bunce?
No, Americans have more Bunce names than anyone else.
No, but I'm saying like just even describing something as Bunce. Because I don't know how like... Do people do that?
Do most people know what that means?
No.
Should we not say what it means and see if people know what it means?
Yeah, say in the comments what you think Bunce means. B-U-N-C-E. And how you would use it. Under what context you would use it and what you would use it to describe someone as. Polar Bear says this: Jim is so right about convenience doing harm to us. Nothing you do really feels important when most of your needs are being taken care of by machines. The easier things get, the more pointless it all feels, because ultimately doing things is what makes life fulfilling. I'm going to do a big fart.
You just fucking dunked on Alex. Holy fuck.
I managed to pull myself out of a year-long depression by making a to-do list every day and writing down tasks as little as reading for 30 minutes or doing the dishes. Getting to check those little boxes off has been the difference between lying in bed in a TikTok goon hole for hours and feeling genuine happiness. I wake up now and my life is a pretty fun video game. Game on.
Wait, so Alex, you've been doing it right the whole time?
No, he's the one who's driven more by convenience than anyone else.
No, but he's also the
anti-TikTok.
No, what do we call it? The
Metagaming?
Metagamer.
That's not metagaming.
How?
What part of that is metagaming?
Making to-do lists.
He just said his life's a video game.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not the how we use metagaming.
I'd say there's all different ways to metagame.
Yeah. I've metagamed gooning. I do it so efficiently.
What's the goon meta?
What is to explain the goon meta.
So you go on TikTok and you scroll.
You don't. You don't have TikTok.
No.
I don't have TikTok.
No.
So then your goon theory is out.
you have TikTok?
On my phone, I do, yeah. Even though I read an article about how it's like a ridiculous security risk, just in general.
Yeah. So why do you have it?
Phones already are a security risk.
No,
right?
but why do you have TikTok?
Why do you have
Why do
have
you
you
have
ever been
TikTok?
on it?
Yeah, for his video.
Sometimes I'm sent links with TikToks.
Right.
I'll open it and have a look and go, okay.
You know, you could. You know, if people send you a link, it will open it in the browser. So you don't need the app.
Yeah, that's how I watch them.
Really?
Yeah, I've never downloaded TikTok because I'm really woke.
If you can't beat them, join them. You know.
Did you guys agree with the convenience thing that I was saying?
I forgot what you were saying.
This is for last episode because we're talking about this conversation we're having with my nan, who was basically saying that's why our generation is so miserable, because we got it too easy.
Oh yeah, that's not a convenience thing, is it? Really?
It's also not fully true, I would argue.
No, I'm not saying I 100% agree with it.
But it's an element of it.
I think there is... It comes down to having structure in your life and not having structure.
Yeah, you need things to do. You need a reason to justify getting out of bed.
Well, yeah, literally.
And I guess a lot of people don't have that because they feel like a lot of things are unobtainable. No Arms, No Life says, Alex brought up how we are becoming more isolated, and I just want to say that I've been playing Death Stranding again recently, and the message of that game is so relevant to our society, it is almost absurd how well Kojima has managed to implement it. It can definitely be a little heavy-handed and cheesy at times, and the game is undoubtedly insane in a lot of ways, but I do think its overall message is very beautiful and also very important. Humans need to connect. We need to come together and offer people love and care and respect, and seeing how honestly disgusting people treat each other online has really started to bum me out. When I was a teenager, I was honestly kind of a douche. But now that I'm getting a little older, I just find that I want to be nice to everyone and connect with as many people as possible. It just feels important. I think you're right, No Arms.
If you like their Death Stranding, you should really check out Fallout New Vegas. It uses its liminal spaces in such a way that it really invokes the feeling of loneliness.
What are you talking about? Death Stranding is New Vegas if it was good.
Death Stranding is New Vegas if it removed all the good content.
See, I keep thinking about playing that game. Might do it.
No, I don't think
it's
you should.
Genuinely...
Why?
Because you're in a goon hole at the moment, Alex.
Death Stranding is the best game ever made.
What are you saying?
I love just saying really big things.
Little quotes.
No, I think that game is especially the old classic Kojima thing where it's I'm gonna put some shit out there that will be relevant in the years to come. And I don't know. I doubt much of it is even intentional. You know.
Really?
But yeah. It's when we'll talk about something on Jar and then it comes up in the future.
No, that's fully intentional every time.
Well, yeah. Well,
Isn't it a bit of a
we're
pattern with him, though? Because I've never really indulged in Kojima games. Because from like an outsider's perspective, they just seem like silly. I couldn't really understand the tone. But it seems like the commentary is what is good, the best thing about them in a way.
The thing is with Kojima is that he comes up with quite complex ideas.
Yeah.
But doesn't want the audience to like not to miss out on any of it. So then he ends up going into like major detail with these like 10-minute long cutscenes of just explaining.
Yeah, because that's what always put me off is the dialogue and exposition.
But if you really engage with it, it can be really interesting.
Yeah,
these ideas that he's putting out there are like really fun to think about.
Well, it's just, I heard something about one of the early Metal Gears and how it's just like, just totally...
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
The thing is, because there was the controversy recently where Kojima was...
News media, thanks to 4chan, was reporting the shooter as Kojima.
And Kojima wrote in Metal Gear Solid 2 about how we're not even going to know the truth from like fake news, basically.
From fiction,
it's going to become a confusing mess. And this was in like the early age of the internet. Metal Gear Solid 2, like old ass game.
And then literal national news channels are reporting him as a shooter. And
it's like...
because that's like really cool, and then it becomes almost like a retroactive, like really strong, like artistic statement. It's like, bro.
But then at the same time, that game has a fat guy on roller skates that builds nukes.
But I guess that's part of what people love about him.
Well, yeah, it's like yin and yang.
Yeah, he perfectly manages them.
And like there's fourth wall breaking stupid stuff in Death Stranding, and at the same time, it's got shit that genuinely made me like teary-eyed. And it does have a really wholesome message.
He'll always be interesting to me.
Yeah.
Tweeting about how Shaun the Sheep's his favourite movie.
His Twitter is probably the best Twitter. Zero dunk.
Does he actually have a crush on Mads Mikkelsen? Because he tweets like the most romantic pictures of him. It's like, man, he's just a character, and I'm so glad he's made his mark in the game industry. He's changed the game industry.
Yeah.
Legend.
Oh yeah, no doubt. OscarMan97 has one. All this talk about Argy being given away is starting to scare me. At first I thought it was a throwaway joke, but James constantly bringing it up is a concern. So Jar, is it true that there are plans to get rid of him, and why?
Don't know what you're talking about. Next question.
Alright. Slippin says, I always listen to the podcast on Spotify in the gym, and just wanted to say that you boys always choose the most embarrassing thumbnails possible. Usually I'm mid-set and a notification will pop up on my phone, causing my screen to display an incredibly cringeworthy picture of a demon minion or real-life troll face. Not only that, but I've almost killed myself countless times from laughing at something one of the Bean Boys has said as I'm doing a bench press. Thanks, Jar, truly epic. Are we, like, liable if he, like, died, like...
Yes.
You know those memes that are, like, driving in the car and you crash and Drake is on? Yeah, and then you're dead and you like turn the radio off, and then I think like it'll be a case like that.
It might resuscitate him if it's the right kind of if it's the right Drake album.
True.
Jack Diamond can finish us off here.
No, honestly, if you did get into a crash, would the music playing bother you in any way?
Depends what was playing.
It depends as well if they like make your funeral all around that, like if you die with Ed Sheeran on, and then they put Ed Sheeran on at your funeral and stuff, that'd be a bit of a bummer.
It's like, you know, sometimes if you have a neck injury, they cut the roof off of your car. But it's insane. Shouldn't happen.
What do you mean?
But if your passenger says my neck hurts, they have to cut the roof off of your car.
Who's they?
The firemen. They get chainsaws, bro, and they literally cut the roof off to get the person out.
But shouldn't the person always be the priority over the metal?
No. If we got into a crash and you said your neck hurt, I would kick you out of the car.
Yeah, or at least then my neck, well, something else would probably hurt.
No, but besides the point, it's like in that situation and you're stuck there as they're drilling your roof off and the music was playing. What would be the song of choice?
What would you want to be playing?
Oh, yeah, no, you wouldn't want Ed Sheeran to be playing.
No. Big Pimpin'?
Nightcore.
Epic rap battles of history
Yeah.
playlist.
Heisenberg versus Hitler or whatever.
Right, Jack Diamond can finish this segment and this half of the cast off. I'm tired of sitting through all this filler. Can you boys just skip to the part where Jamie marries James because the tension between Jimbo and James's foot has gone on for too long? Also, that supple foot talk reminds me of how I found a pic of myself doing my usual Hobbit thing on the internet, and some woman said I had questionably smooth feet. It was a compliment, but I for some reason shudder at that phrase. Questionably smooth.
What does this person mean by they were doing their...
We should just leave it there, because there's like way too much to unpack.
Honestly, do I have supple feet?
Yes.
You're giving me a genuine foot complex.
But why would that bother you? That your foot
the thing is,
supple
we
is a
can't
compliment.
comment on any part of you without you developing a complex. Well, your hands look really nice today, or I've got a complex.
Look at the callus on my toe there.
Yeah, it's like...
It's real rough.
Because he walks on it. Do you walk on your knees or something?
No, because here's the thing. You get that. How often do you walk around in socks? Or shoes?
My thing is I just
4 or
want the
5?
socks off. Socks off.
No, the thing is, I never wear socks. I'm bare feet all the time, and yet I have the smoothest, most supple feet. So I think it's wearing socks all the time. It's that friction between sock and shoe that creates that
My
callus.
feet get so gross, I've got to sand them sometimes with one of them balls.
My feet never get that gross, to be fair.
I've never had to do that in my life.
Callus can go.
I just haven't told you that my socks are permanently filled with Vaseline, and I have
Yeah.
supple Vaseline feet.
You're like the guy in Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, who juices up his glove. You
Yeah.
juice up your
Keep it
shoes.
soft for me wife.
Yeah, it's just for my wife so she can look at my supple feet.
Well, we'll see you after these questionably smooth messages.
Man, that was Pog.
That was PogChamp, I would say.
Bye, Bear Bear. Bye, Bear Bear.
I do declare, bye, Bear Bear.
Bear Bear shirts and mug available now. Check the description below.
Good afternoon, morning.
Welcome to the second half of the cast where we answer questions from Paisley the Golden.
Yeah, it's been a really hot week, so we haven't had many of our own personal discussions to have. So this week, it's a little bit of a questionnaire special. We're going to answer some questions.
If you want to leave your own questions, head over to the subreddit where there's a suggestion thread. And don't post Five Nights at Freddy's stuff there, because I'll delete it.
Oh my god, I was at work yesterday, and I refreshed like in the afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I generally saw like a fan, like I do my own like Five Nights at Freddy's character, and I just fucking like outburst laughing. 'Cause it's just when those pop up, it's so funny.
Yeah, because then Jarlings will like comment on it something really pedantic normally.
Like, can you draw Randy
yeah.
or piss a dick? It's
I normally, whenever I see them, I just delete them.
I feel sorry because these like kids actually think they're in a FNAF.
Well, it's because
fan.
they go to the FNAF subreddit, but then in the description it says go to Jar Media to post.
Oh.
Done with the tour 123 says, why is Alex getting rid of Argy? Was James joking? Or is the iconic mascot following in Max's footsteps? No, this isn't a Max situation. That was much
let's
more
move on.
unfortunate and sad. He's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
James actually hates Argy.
I love Argy a
fucking
lot.
hates
No. The thing with Argy is he is actually annoying, and you will agree with the fact that he can be quite annoying.
He can be.
Because he barks. The main thing is that he just barks over nothing. It's
No,
like
he's
he will
barking
have
over something. He's just got disgustingly good hearing. So
no, because he'll bark if there's a ball literally in front of him, super close. He'll just bark at you all the time over the ball that he can get.
That's because he's learned that if he does it, he gets a response from people. Which so all of my attempted training has just been undone over the years because certain people would not do as I instructed.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah,
Well, I wasn't looking at you specifically. I was just kind of, the royal...
Looking at both of us.
The royal you. So, yep. Rest in peace, Max.
Rest in peace, Argy, as well.
Hullery asks this. Hullery's got two for us, actually. Does Sammy from Sammy's Kebabs know you guys by name?
No.
Asking so that when I tell him who sent me, I won't embarrass myself. Side note, has Sammy ever told of any jarring interactions? No, Sammy's too busy to know.
No, Sammy is not... He's Sammy.
Well, I don't know who the real Sammy is.
Yeah, you do.
You do. You know who Sammy
The
is.
older gent.
Yeah.
That's the true Sammy.
That's the
But
true Sammy.
everyone calls the younger guy Sammy.
Yeah.
Even though I guess that he's just like, yeah,
Well, maybe
whatever.
he's Sammy Jr.
Yeah, maybe they got... It is part of the branding. I wouldn't blame him.
No, the good thing about Sammy's is that he's ruthlessly efficient. You walk up and he's like, yep, what can I order? He writes it down and you get it. He's like, salad, sauce, then boom. He is...
Boom.
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 And Sammy's a legend in our town. He does it. Everyone knows Sammy.
Everyone knows Sammy.
Everyone knows Sammy.
Yeah.
But Sammy doesn't know everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fair enough. He's a local celeb, basically.
Yeah.
He drives that van around town as he's driving towards that Sainsbury's car park. Everyone's waving at him. He's waving back. He's smiling at people.
Yeah, he's like the Pope in the Pope-mobile.
Yeah, he's a national treasure.
Yeah.
Seriously. But Hullery's other question was this. What was Alex's, quote, accidental offensive thing he did with his YouTube channel right before creating IHE? Has something to do with the picture. I really hope you guys remember this one because of how much it was referenced. Early jar. I know exactly what it's referencing.
I have no idea.
I had this like troll channel.
Are you talking about the troll days when we both upload really cringy videos hating PewDiePie?
Yes, it was
That
one of those.
Oh god, they were bad. They were funny.
I didn't know about this.
Do you not know?
You don't know about this.
This was like this was like a few honestly months before you decided to go on IHE. It was like Black Ops 2 era where we thought it'd be funny to upload really cringy high pitch videos hating on PewDiePie. And we both upload them to our channels. And then that kind of gradually birthed IHE.
Yeah.
The first video being I hate PewDiePie.
Yeah,
right?
my first video was I hate PewDiePie's fans or something.
That's right.
Really weird, really funny though. We found it so funny.
But what? It was in it was really absurd.
Yeah.
But what this is referencing is I had a folder full of funny pictures, but I'd keep changing the profile to funny pictures, and I changed it to oh, this guy's got a funny face, and then it turned out the guy was he was a terrorist or something.
Yeah.
In somewhere in Europe or whatever, someone I'd never seen before. But I saw on the videos there were some comments why is that the profile picture, bro? And then I searched by image that picture and was oh fuck. I quickly changed it.
Yeah, I remember that.
I have no idea.
Wow,
I never knew this.
You didn't know that one? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was or anything like that, but I can just about picture it in my mind's eye, but no idea who the hell it would be. Leg27 asks this. Question. With vast amount of remakes that have come out in both movie and video games form, would the Jar Boys consider remaking an episode of the podcast? Reuse the topics and questions answered in that episode, but allow for new and updated responses if you have any. Also, maybe add or cut out a few to give the remake slight variation. Come on, Jar, cash in on this nostalgia craze while it's hot. Bear. What? Let's remake normal.
That was the surprise. We said that we would, and that we'd never acknowledge it. But now you've just acknowledged that we're gonna remake it.
When did we agree on this?
I thought it's been a plan for a while that we were gonna remake it and have scripts, and we record it live. Now.
It's so annoying when the weather changes and then all the lighting goes off.
I like it. It looks
like we're in heaven.
This
have
looks
you heard
lively
of
now.
Evolution?
No, what's
Do I have
this?
tiny eyes like Ryan Reynolds?
No.
No.
You don't have tiny Ryan eyes.
Is that what that Gorillaz song is about? Ryan eyes. Brr.
You know, if there's one thing this world needs to fix, not enough Ryan Reynolds movies.
Yeah.
I was really upset when he announced that he was retiring.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, not going on a little sabbatical, a break.
Yeah.
That was important. But now he's back, and better than ever.
Yeah. And James has tiny little feet.
I do. My little twinky toes are nice and supple.
Rated DG-13 asks this. Any crush experiences growing up? Dick the Head replied saying, I think Alex had one on Mia Jovovich, if I recall. And then Alex Sandgren replied to that saying, and Emma Bunton. Alex even wrote a letter to her. Which is true.
Is that Baby Spice or whatever?
Yeah. I wish I knew what I wrote in that letter.
No, you don't want to. I think that's like this best left of time.
No, it would be innocent. So I was like 6 years old.
You're like, marry me or I'll kill myself.
I don't think I have any answer to this.
Don't lie.
No, I generally don't think I had like crushes on celebrities when I was a little boy. No, I'm being 100% honest. I did not have a crush on anyone.
Do you believe him, Jim?
Jamie would not believe me.
I know all of James's crushes.
Who? Okay, then come expose me.
What, in terms of celebrities?
Yeah.
Vin Diesel's wife.
No. Vin Diesel, yes.
Tyrese?
Not Tyrese.
Oh.
His Morbius performance didn't sell it for me.
He's the best thing about that movie.
Oh yeah, he is in that. You know what? When I was a kid, due to Star Wars, Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman.
I don't have any.
No,
Not one.
Not celebrity ones.
Not celeb.
James had a very famous school crush.
No, can we not talk about Jamie, please?
Can we just talk about the joke that she taught me?
No. Wait, who? What person are you talking about?
There's there's two.
There's multiple Jamie.
No, I'm thinking of the love that could have truly blossomed into something beautiful.
You're gonna have to fill me in.
No, I wouldn't say it would have been beautiful. But
it would have been like a car crash that you can't, or a train wreck that you can't look away from, you know. But do you want to hear the joke that she taught me?
Of course I do.
You
I'm
know,
not sure
you
what you're
probably
talking
know
about.
Yeah. How do you make Lady Gaga cry?
Is it poke her face?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well done, Alex.
Well, I was a big Lady Gaga fan. That's probably one of my crushes.
I believe that.
I remember at school, I had a crush on someone, and she actually came up to me in maths once and said, like, do you want to go out? And I was like, no.
Damn, what the hell?
Yeah. I don't even know why I said no. It was just like...
Yeah, was it a panic moment or something?
Yeah. Well, I was sat next to a friend who didn't even hear it, but I don't know. When you're like... I must have been 14.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, you're not supposed to ask me this, like, around other people.
Oh, right.
No. My
I don't want
answer
to
is
look lame, like I'm interacting with a girl or something like this.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, Black Ops was out at the time, and like,
Modern Warfare 2 has been out at the time, bro.
well, even better than like,
Yeah.
that's it. No, genuinely, like if you're 14 and like trying to get into like, they call them relationships, but like at that age, don't just like play whatever COD is out, genuinely, because you'll have memories for the rest of your life. I'm Modern Warfare 2 on, for example, Modern Warfare is coming out this year.
Yeah.
Play that.
The more things change, the more they stay Call of Duty.
And I mean, no matter what age you are,
Call of Duty will be there.
prioritize Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got me pretty far. That's like evidence.
It's more consistent than a lot of things in this world.
To be fair, the Jar Media podcast is the Call of Duty of podcasts.
Bro, that's
Surely
an
that's-
insult.
Surely that's Joe Rogan.
No.
No, his is what game is it like had the
He's the Battlefield.
Joe
no
Rogan.
because there's not been that many
No.
Battlefields. We're talking about length of
Okay.
what's the game that's been out? He's GTA 5 online or GTA 5.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just a steady decline.
Yeah.
The show has one for us. Ignoring all monetary, practical, and ethical restrictions, what experiment would you really want to perform?
Ooh.
Punished Eric has a suggestion. This animal fights this other animal, and we see who wins.
I mean, there's way too many to choose from. But you know what I reckon? You have... You like isolate someone for their entire life from like the colour green. And then you show them green. See what they do.
That's not a bad suggestion.
Jake Paul literally proved this fucking years ago, bro.
What colour has Jake Paul not seen? He might be colourblind for all I know.
Well, that was the thing.
Yeah,
That's
the whole
like,
joke, bro.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know he's fucking colourblind. How would I know this about Jake Paul? Why would I know that?
What,
He was
have you
a
not,
huge-
did you not even watch H3H3 in 2016?
What, he made a Jake Paul
Yeah.
video about...
Yeah.
Was
Hey,
it Logan
I
Paul?
thought he didn't make drama content.
Jake or Logan Paul.
The Pauls.
They're both clones or whatever.
Which one is that? Is that the one that was in the Suicide Forest? That was Logan.
I mean, they're the same person. They both.
No, Logan
were,
was
and
in.
neither of
The
them-
one, Logan was the one who got cancelled in Japan. I think Jake Paul is the one who's the boxer. No,
No, they're
but
both
Logan
boxers.
boxers. But Jake's the successful one.
They're both like Disney Channel alumni,
Yeah.
though, right?
But one of them is colorblind, and for a vlog was like these glasses cure colorblindness. So I'm gonna put these on
Oh, okay.
and see colors for the first time. And he puts them on, then he like cries or whatever. And it was memed for a while.
But he's probably Disney acting.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Crazy people.
Unhinged.
Yeah, genuinely. Destroyed by
How did they get away with that shit? Like some of the shit.
Yeah, they've gone away with so much.
It's actually really bad.
Yeah. It's like the 5-minute news cycle, dude.
Yeah. More like the 5-second news cycle.
More like the 5-year plan, am I right?
Yeah, 5 years. What about an experiment though?
Yeah, James, experiment.
I don't know.
See, my mind just goes straight to like animals.
Yeah, animal
combining
fights.
animals.
Bro, obviously that would be the one to do. But obviously the Jar fans know what the best experiment would be to do.
Something to do with the sun. Firing things into the sun.
What would be the why?
Well, it's ignoring all monetary, practical, and ethical restrictions.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen. What's the point of an experiment where you
Okay.
know the
Two
outcome?
identical suns.
Okay, that would actually be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Two suns just
If you
going
could
at
get, like...
it in a coliseum.
Yeah, two suns fighting in a coliseum. Yeah, like, Doc Ock, he's making the tritium shit or whatever, and it goes... He makes a little mini sun in the palm of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Two of those. Give one a sword, give one a shield. Mix up their builds.
That's actually quite interesting. Two Mike Tysons, one with a sword, one with a shield.
Could he defeat the sun? Could he defeat two tritium Doc Ock suns?
Could he defeat Dr. Octopus?
That's a good question. I feel like you would need at least two Mike Tysons versus one Doc Ock, maybe.
Do you think two Mike Tysons could beat a Doc Ock?
If, as long as it wasn't like a surprise attack. If it was like, this is just supposed to be like a fair fight.
Yeah, like a Coliseum, they come in from both ends.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what? One Mike Tyson would just curb stomp Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I think Spider-Man would have a bit of a back and forth with Mike Tyson, but Spider-Man would win.
No, Mike Tyson would win.
No, not Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah, Tom Holland Spider-Man won't even be a fight. That would just be instant fucking...
Yeah, maybe.
I want to see the Man-Bat with Doc Ock's arms fight...
No, Killer Croc Doc Ock arms.
Nah, Killer Croc can have someone else's... Killer Croc on the Green Goblin's glider
Yeah.
versus the Man-Bat with Doc Ock's arms.
Mm-hmm.
Who wins? A sun holding a shield. Any other experiments?
No.
Come on, scientists, get thinking.
You haven't said a single experiment.
Yeah, what's your experiment?
No, because it's just like the Mike Tyson experiments are the only ones that matter. We can't spend like 10 episodes talking about Mike Tyson and bears and not do that. That's the only experiment that matters.
That'd be a good one. Which bear would win? Like, two of each bear.
What?
Two polar bears.
The polar duo.
Well, versus the grizzly duo.
Why is it two as well?
Bear.
Oh, yeah. The
Godoy.
How could I be so foolish?
Ooh. Alright. Bjorn, boys. My balls are rich, he says. Do you have to sing the whole alphabet in your head when you need to use it / find a certain letter? Some friends were debating whether one should be able to know the placement of letters without singing. I also found out that apparently if you're drunk, you can be asked to recite it backwards. Thoughts?
I'm sure that is a thing just for movies. Because, okay, James, do the alphabet backwards right now.
Z, Y, X, W. I don't...
See, now he's going forwards. You have to do it. That's why it's a song.
No, what I do when I need to is I do... This is a mainly practical purpose at work because the stores where we get parts is A, B, C, D, E. Mm-hmm. So if I just need to look at a thing and it's like, I know what that is. But I cut. So I cut the song into bits. So if I need T, I might go from like...
Yeah, I think that's normal.
X.
Yeah. Or if I need... Like
He's singing through the whole thing.
Like R and D, you know? If I need R, I'll start D. Or C, or
yeah, but if
B.
you're starting at D, you might as well start at A.
No, you can start E.
A, B, C, D,
L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V.
No,
do you not use like words? Like TUV. T-U-V, TUV. Then that's a word. And you can work around that.
I guess I'd never really thought about it. I'd never really considered that.
I only use it because of work. It's like sometimes need to remember that. But in normal life situations, how often do you need to do anything to do with the alphabet?
I feel that's like if the cops actually do that, that's fucked. Because you're going to be in a like heightened, scared state.
Yeah.
If they've like pulled you over something and they're like testing you.
It should be like, do a handstand and...
I thought they do that thing where they try and get you to walk in a straight line
that's
with your feet.
that's the actual
That's
what
the
they
actual
do.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if you're dyspraxic?
Yeah. That's a good out, actually. No, I'm dyspraxic, I swear. Yeah.
Okay, where's your dyspraxic card?
Yeah. Oh, we're actually going to check your medical records now.
That's the thing now, like, because everything is put into like a huge database.
Mm.
I'm just undiagnosed, okay?
On my like YouTube homepage at the moment, I've got a lot of like those cop like dash cam / body camera footage of like drunk woman going crazy at the cops when she's pulled over, like these types of things. There's some pretty good ones. There was a guy that was like he'd totaled his car, like absolutely destroyed it. He was still sat in the front seat. His like girlfriend and friend got out of the car and they showed up, and the cop like goes to the vehicle, and like out of the wreckage, this like just he's so drunk guy just like comes out the front, and he's you know when you're like so drunk you actually have no idea what's like going on, but you think you're like being convincing or whatever. He's doing one of these like to a copper, like thinking he's like outsmarting him or whatever. Yeah, that's my YouTube goon hole at the moment, a couple of those.
Yeah, that just makes you hate humanity. 'Cause it's like driving while under the influence of alcohol can kill people. Whoever does it should never be allowed on the road ever again.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure in that video they check his record and he did it like a few months before as well.
No, because if someone drink drives, they drink drive often. You don't just suddenly, I'm going to drink drive once. You do it once, you're doing it a second time. That fifth time you do it is going to kill a family. Twat. Fuck you.
Well, Oceanfire23 has this in reference to, we had a little chat about this weird, like, Amazon Lord of the Rings bullshits. They say this: the Similrillion was written after the Lord of the Rings to further flesh out the world. It's a very interesting book, but it does not read like a traditional novel. It's more like reading a giant mythology, and it is so large that there are so many stories that his son, Christopher Tolkien, expanded into individual novels based on how immense the body of work J.R.R. Tolkien had spent on the universe through manuscripts. As a huge Tolkien fan, I'd love to see the novels and such be adapted into other media, but I really doubt that Amazon will do it justice or really pay much attention to the philosophy that Tolkien had so clearly detailed in his books. It's interesting to hear you guys complain about people not making anything new, and while I think that's absolutely true, I feel more strongly that it's a matter of studios not allowing artists to create media that speaks from their heart or comes from their personal beliefs about the world. Because they're risk-averse and things, true expression's risky and scary.
Yeah.
So obviously they're not going to do it. That's why the video game content onslaught is next. They've milked every like movie and TV IP like to the max. But what hasn't been milked on the big screen?
Uncharted.
Well, yeah, unfortunately that's where we're going.
I'm just kind of hopeful the anime onslaught is actually dead, because they tried Cowboy Bebop and that did not go well.
Netflix. Like live action adaptations, you mean? Yeah. Just a bad idea, isn't it?
Bad idea.
It was good though.
Well, yeah, it was really good, but right, let's do a couple more here. Like this one from Eric May. Hey boys, hope you're well. Since music seems to be the medium least discussed by Jar Media, I thought it would be fun to make you guys talk about popular music for a few minutes. These were the top 20 popular artists of 2021 in the US, according to Billboard.
Can I just say that we've talked about music a fair amount?
I haven't.
It's because you don't like music.
Yeah, music's boring.
Briefly give your thoughts on each, if you have any. Let's start at number 20 and go up to 1.
Yep. Okay.
After I do a little fart. Number 20, Juice WRLD. Number 19, Lil Nas X.
No, generally, I like Lil
Yeah,
Nas
pretty
X.
sick.
I respect him entirely. I think he's sick. I love what he's doing.
I think he's culturally important.
Yeah, no, hugely. His music is fucking great.
He's got a bunch of bangers.
Yeah,
Like,
and I like everything about him. He should keep doing his shit. I love it.
18, Polo G.
No idea.
I don't know who that is. 17,
No idea.
Lil Durk.
No idea.
No idea.
I feel like all of those three artists are all from the same genre.
16, Bad Bunny.
I know Bad Bunny is.
I recognise the name, but
I recognise the name, but I
yeah.
couldn't name a single song. 15, The Kid Laroi.
Don't know who that
The
is.
Kid Laroi.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that familiar with a bunch of these, so like I was kind of relying on you guys.
The Kid Laroi.
The Kid, capital Laroi.
Leroy.
14, Lil Baby.
Little baby.
Uh,
13, Billie Eilish.
I like Billie Eilish. I generally, her recent album was good. I liked it. I like the change from her early music. I like Billie Eilish.
I'm fine with Billie.
I don't like music that floats above my eyes. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I actually quite like music that floats above my eyes, so I guess
No,
that's where we differ.
No, that like.
That's different now.
Yeah. I haven't heard, but like
Early stuff.
that's the stuff that you can't not hear because it was just everywhere, like the bad guy and stuff, and I didn't like it. So that's my
there's that really cringy Gears of War trailer that has that Billie Eilish song in. Mistake.
But I love what Billie Eilish stands for, and I just like Billie Eilish.
Number 12, BTS.
I fucking love BTS. Yas.
No comment.
Yeah.
11, Dua Lipa.
She has one good song.
Yeah, I do like one song of hers. I think it's called like Moonlight or something.
Yeah.
Starlight. It's got a really catchy chorus.
Yeah. She's if Dua Lipa comes on the radio, it's not like it's like I can kind of get down with this.
Okay. Number 10, Pop Smoke.
Literally who?
Yeah. Pass. Number 9, Luke Combs. Or is it Combs? I have no fucking clue, dude. Who is this?
Literally who?
Number 9? You know number 8 at least, Justin Bieber.
I haven't heard any of his recent stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
I just know his older stuff.
Yeah.
You played that one song, the like
He was
1
doing
minute song or whatever.
Yeah, he was doing like the Kanye Scoop de Poop like type thing, like joking, like releasing meme songs. It seems like.
Doesn't work as well when it's Justin Bieber.
No, Kanye has like.
Yeah, he doesn't have the humour.
He's got the law to be able to pull off Scoop-de-doo poop.
Well, I do feel sorry for Bieber's got Lyme's disease.
Yeah, true.
Bit by a tick.
How do you get ticked?
I don't know. I guess on one of his vineyards or something. Number 7, Doja Cat.
I don't know.
I've not really listened to her music, so I can't say.
Number 6, Ariana Grande. Now you love her, right?
I think I've listened to her recent album.
She's quite boring to me.
I don't mind Ariana Grande.
Yeah, it's not really.
She's just like her voice irritates me.
Yeah, I would never listen to an album of hers. Number 5, Morgan Wallen.
Literally who?
Number 4, Taylor Swift.
I've listened to her recent album. But her recent album that wasn't a re-release.
The remake, right?
Yeah.
Where she's got the rights back to her music.
I respect her for doing that. That's a fucking cool move. I haven't listened to those albums, but I have listened to her latest proper release, and yeah, it's alright.
Just not my kind of music.
Yeah, not mine either. Number 3, The Weeknd.
I'm not a fan of The Weeknd.
His voice annoys me.
And it's a shame.
It's weird. I like him when he's featuring in other people's stuff, but it's like too much when it's just him.
I also have beef with him because it's like the last thing Daft Punk ever did was a fucking Weekend song. It just
that
fucking
frustrated
tainted
me
their
as well.
legacy. Fuck.
Yeah, that
Pissed
was
about it.
unfortunate. That was unfortunate, but
They're making a new album anyway. They're coming back together.
Shut up.
they're doing the soundtrack to the next Avengers, I heard.
Yeah, the next Eternals.
Number 2, Olivia Rodrigo.
I've not listened to her music. I just know I know
who's that?
her.
I haven't either. I know the name, but like, I'm not. What part of me is going to be like, I'm going to open up Spotify and you know what? Olivia's today. I'm going to whip out Olivia.
Why not? Why not, man?
Because I've got, you know,
Okay, who's number 1?
Drake.
Fucking knew it was gonna be fucking Drake.
Yeah.
No Ed Sheeran. I guess that's a British
Good, no,
thing.
good, no, good,
Ed Sheeran
good.
is like... Ed Sheeran is better than Drake.
If I was in Guantanamo Bay, having music blasted at me, I'd take Ed Sheeran at fucking 500 times the loudness as compared to Drake at 1 fucking %.
Yeah, listen to Drake's latest album. It like reveals how just trash he is.
That's what revealed it.
Yeah. Because the baby one was quite funny. I'm too sexy.
He at least
for
had
my
some
shirt.
like respectable features on it, I guess. At the very least, I'll say.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's like memeable.
I would never.
That
listen
album
to
is
it.
memeable. His latest album, it's literally got nothing of merit. It's worthless.
I'm not sure I understand.
Don't worry, Siri.
Every time I mention Drake, your watch gets a bit upset.
I was
Sorry,
I
Irish
was
Siri.
thinking that maybe Drake wasn't on the list and that all
Yeah,
these people...
I was starting to hope.
Yeah, I was, and I was like,
Nah.
no, it's Drake. This next
What
one
is it about Drake? Why is
Yeah,
he
it's
so
fuck boy.
popular?
Is that really?
That's,
I
I
guess
generally think that's it, bro.
nothing makes me feel more like out of touch than like reading this list.
Yeah, because the
I
majority...
don't even know most of them.
yeah,
I
like,
don't think in any
15.
point of time ever, though, I would have known the top 20.
Yeah, I
Maybe
just never cared.
maybe the year Blue was on there. I could have...
but obviously, the UK list is very different.
Yeah, the UK one would be different.
Oh, is this America?
Yeah, this
specifically?
was US.
Oh,
Otherwise,
okay.
Ed Sheeran would be on there 100%.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not on there. I just figured he was just one of those. Just
No, I
everyone.
think America have more taste than Ed Sheeran. Just not entirely, because Drake's number 1.
Well, he's probably number 1 here as well, to be honest.
Do you want to get a list up of the UK ones?
You know what? I will.
Because culturally, we have a very different music culture to America. I think a lot of those are like Juice WRLD, sad boy rap, I guess, like Suicide Boys type shit. So, and I think a lot of those kind of fit into that genre, or like Lil Peep kind of. I don't know what that genre
It's a
is.
shame Joji wasn't on there.
I love. What am I gonna say?
Right, so I've put up. I should have put top music artists.
Music artist 2021.
UK top 20 music artists 2021. Okay, I'll use this Spotify playlist.
Yeah, that would be the most. I
It's
don't
not
know.
an
I
or-
don't believe that.
It's not in order though.
Yeah, and
not
it's not a list. It's just a playlist.
Although these are actually no, that doesn't make sense. There's not like an easy to find one right now because I didn't know we were gonna do this. Oh, this Guardian article might have compiled it.
Well, hey, you better pay the subscription.
Guardian doesn't have a subscription.
Woo!
Oh, here we are. Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Although this might not be UK, this might just be in the world.
Cool.
Yeah, most played artist at 10. Yeah, this must be UK. Pink.
Pink.
Yeah,
Pink. I did not know she
Pink's
released.
really popular,
She still
right?
makes music?
This is 2021, but 9 Taylor Swift, 8 Calvin Harris, 7 Justin Bieber, 6 The Weeknd, 5 Coldplay, 4 Little Mix, 3 Dua Lipa, 2 David Guetta, and 1 Ed Sheeran.
David who?
David Guetta, it's like just a DJ. Same with Calvin Harris.
Yeah, this must be UK then. If it's got
that is
if it's got
super
Coldplay,
UK.
Little Mix.
Yeah.
Little Mix. I just have a bad taste.
Little Mix, Alex.
JPR.
What is about Little Mix?
When you were in Canada, someone asked you your favourite artist
shit,
was, and
yeah.
you said Little Mix
On that
instead
stream,
of
it was
Little Sims.
Little Sims. Yeah, was what I was meant to say, but I said Little Mix. I'll never live that one down.
Alex. Biggest fan of Little Mix in jar.
Anyone that comes from like X Factor or Britain's Got Talent or something just makes me feel a little bit sick. It's why I can't like embrace Harry Styles. I can't believe Harry Styles isn't on there.
I'm not sure if you released. Maybe you did last. I don't know.
But yeah, I just hate reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
Hate.
Oh my god. No, there is like a chart of like if it's shit, if it has that X Factor noise, you know what noise.
And the voice as well.
No, because Love Island has the same X Factor dramatic noise. And it's just like I heard it, and I was just like, that is it shit? If it's got that, yes.
5 beans, 5 rice. On the island tonight.
Man, depressing.
Wow. Yeah. Quite. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sean Jenkins can finish us off here.
Okay. Yeah.
I just started listening to this podcast and I've been really enjoying it, although it's kind of jarring. The first time I heard anything with Alex was back in 2013ish, around the time the comment comeback videos were getting recommended a lot. Considering how that was like right in the middle of super edgy right-wing YouTube, I kind of expected the podcast was going to be like a edgy right-wing kind of thing. The first couple episodes I listened to confused the fuck out of me. I thought it was like an elaborate troll or something, and all you would reveal you were secretly just owning the libs all along. I'm glad you all managed to keep from getting as radicalized as a lot of YouTubers from back then. It's such a weird time period looking back at it now.
Are we not owning the libs though, bro?
Well, this is actually the final episode, and we're revealing that it's just been, that's been the plan from the beginning.
Yeah,
get bamboozled.
I'm confused. What? The thing is, I was never very politically aligned whatsoever when I was like 18.
Yeah.
When we
In
first started,
2013, I made an effort to like be as apolitical as possible.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It was just like
Obviously, cultural things leak in.
We cared more. Yeah, but we cared more about like Halo and Marvel.
Only Marvel,
and
only Marvel.
James's dad.
Maybe a bit of DC sprinkling now and again.
Yeah, bit of DC. We loved like Jessica Jones.
Yeah, the one consistent.
Daredevil, Luke Cage, The Punisher.
I let you be inside me.
I let James be inside me. What would you do, James, if you reveal to your ex-lover that you knew who murdered his dad or something, and then he said, "You let me be inside you?
You let me be inside you."
Because that's how Jessica Jones must have felt when Luke Cage said that, whatever you're feeling right now.
You let 5 different beans inside.
You let 5 different beans inside.
That's it. Episode's over.
I hate that.
Why'd you hate that?
We should never have brought up Jessica Jones because it's ruined James's day.
We haven't watched it yet. I never watched season 2.
Neither did I, because Jessica Jones's best friend died. Ch-ch-ch.